What's up guys, it's Chris here and welcome back to Casual Cash. In October last year, we came together with some of our fellow finance creators in South Africa and we issued a fun challenge to try our luck in picking stocks in a very difficult market and also to shed some light on some of the shining stars in personal finance in our country. But now that we have reached January, it means that the time for results has come, and today we're going to take you through all of the stock picks, how they performed, and see who came out on top. These episodes are always great fun, so stay tuned and let's get started. So last year in September, when the markets were in turmoil, I decided to reach out to my fellow finance YouTubers and pick their brains about how they felt about the market and perhaps which shares they thought might do well in the short term. And by that, I mean very short term because we were talking about just the next 3 months. Pretty much an impossible task at the time because of how unpredictable the markets move in the short term, especially the way the markets were going that year. But still, they were all great sports and took on the difficult challenge, all in the name of fun and entertainment for our viewers. So let's shoot back and let Chris from October give the introduction. Today's episode is going to be incredibly fun and incredibly exciting because we have 5 of South Africa's top finance YouTubers who are going to be brought together to battle it out for finance supremacy. We're going to be giving them one choice in any EasyEquities stock to pick from now in October until the end of this year, and we're going to see which one comes out on top. But at the same time, we'll be taking you through the thoughts and the ideas around why these stocks were picked and why they're thought to be such a good investment. Thanks, Chris. So simply put, we gave a challenge to 5 finance YouTubers, including ourselves, to pick what they thought would be the best performing investment, anything that you could pick on EasyEquities in the short time period from 1st of October to the end of the year, the 31st of December, and that any dividends would be included in the performance. So first, let me introduce you to the YouTubers who took part in the Casual Cash stock picking challenge and let them tell you about their stock pick in October and why they chose it. Then we'll head on over and take a look at the results. So first up, let's get started with Segofatso.
Hi everyone, it is me, the Tsogofatso, and my stock pick is Celsius. It is a US stock with the ticker symbol CELH. It is an energy drink, and the reason I chose it is because they've been showing very good year-on-year growth, and they are quite popular in the US. It's a best-selling energy drink on Amazon, so that's interesting, and they're currently expanding to other countries. Yeah, so we'll see how it goes.
How's it going, everybody? Jared Ace from Money Met Ace here, and although I don't have our studio back up and running just yet, I do have a pick for this little challenge with Casual Cash, Money Marks, and a few other influencers. And I usually don't pick stocks over such a short period of time, and so I didn't pick a stock. But what I did pick still fits within the parameters of this challenge, and that is the US dollar. It's available on EasyEquities. You can purchase it on the app. And yeah, that is my choice. I see seas of red everywhere I look. And I see the dollar's just continuing to rise. Now, that doesn't guarantee that it's going to continue. But that is my bet. Until the end of the year, I'm picking the US dollar. Good luck to everybody participating. And guys, if your portfolio is... just don't look.
Hey guys, my name is Nosy from the YouTube channel Talking Money with Nosy. I accepted the challenge to try and guess which investment is going to perform the best between October and December 2022. I must admit that this is one of the hardest things I've ever had to do because of the state of the stock markets right now. It would have actually been easier to guess which investments are going to go down the most between now and December. But anyway, looking at what is going on globally with high interest rates, high cost of living, and recession fears, most people all over the world are going to cut back on non-essential spending and they're going to focus only on essentials. So 3 essential sectors come to mind: consumer staples, utilities, and healthcare, because people still need to eat, keep their lights on, and pay for medicine whether or not there's a recession. Of these 3 sectors, I'm going to pick consumer staples and I'm going to focus on the US market. So under consumer staples are the usual suspects like Walmart, Target, Colgate, Palmolive, Coca-Cola. There are lots of them, but I am going to choose Costco for the win. Costco is a warehouse club that charges membership fees and it sells everything in bulk at lower prices compared to normal retail stores. So they make money from the membership fees as well as from the goods that they sell. I think since winter is starting overseas as well as holiday season is coming up, many people will be stocking up on essentials to prepare for winter and the holidays. And I think that Costco is going to benefit from that.
Hey guys, Peter here, aka Money Marks. My stock pick for the Casual Cash Stock Picking Challenge is Alphabet, aka Google. Google is a great company which I believe is currently trading at a massive discount. Based on the analysis from Simply Wall Street, with a price of $97, it is currently trading at 60.5% below its estimated fair value of $246. With a price to earnings ratio of 17.6, it is also lower than most of its competitors, including Apple, Microsoft and Amazon, and therefore well below its peer average of 39.7. Alphabet's one-year share price target is set at $142, which is an increase of 46.4% from its current price, and with a forecasted annual earnings growth of 12.9% and a debt-to-equity ratio of only 5%, I believe that its financials are in a very strong position with excellent potential future growth. I mean, the very reason why you are watching this video is all thanks to Google, because it also happens to own YouTube as well. And that's gotta count for something, right? But given the wacko market conditions we are currently experiencing, I have no idea how this stock will perform over the next 3 months. But looking long term, this is definitely a stock that I will buy and hold for the next couple of decades.
The stock I have decided to pick is HSBC Holdings in the UK market. HSBC is a worldwide finance company with operations globally. The reason that I chose this stock is a couple of factors. The first is that the share has been performing well this year with 24% growth over a 1-year period. That's always a good start, but in the last week the UK market was rocked by investors' reaction to their new mini budget with large tax cuts that might undermine their combating of inflation. This sent stocks tumbling and the Bank of England had to intervene to buy their own government bonds to stabilize the market with an updated budget to be presented in November. After this drop of 10 to 12%, I'm hoping it might be a good entry point and perhaps make back some ground by December. But honestly, anything can happen between now and then, so we'll have to see how it does. And there we have it, the final and binding picks for 4 of South Africa's top finance creators and us for the rest of the year. So just to recap, here we have Tsegofatso with Celsius Holdings, then MoneyMed with the US dollar, Nozi with Costco, Money Marks picking Alphabet, and Casual Cash with HSBC. And there we have it, all of the stock picks that were made in October from all of our finance YouTubers. And just remember, if you want to check out any of their channels, you can just pop on over to the description. But for now, let's jump right in and take a look at the results. We're going to go in the same order and start off with Tsegofatso, who picked Celsius. So the results for Celsius from 1st of October to 31st December, drumroll, are a nice share price growth of 14.86%, a great start. In their November financial results, Celsius reported revenue growth of 98% year-on-year, due mainly to increases in their sales volume and triple-digit growth in their distribution with PepsiCo, who bought a stake in Celsius. Interestingly, although their gross profit was up 109%, their net profit was down due to higher expenses from prior distributors and a 779% increase in marketing spend. But investors clearly see this as the cost of the amazing growth they've been having and have high hopes for its futures. Next up, let's head on over to the results for MoneyMed, who picked up the US dollar. So the dollar to the rand started off in October at a price of 18 rand and 9 cents, and at the end of December closed off the year at a price of 17 rand and 2 cents. A decrease of 5.92%. Like Jared said, we usually don't pick stocks for such a short time because 3 months isn't enough to really show value, so the USD was a great pick. And in fact, the price of the dollar did rise further in October until it even reached 18.4 rand. But in October and November, the value of the dollar came down as data showed that inflation was cooling and that the Fed might start to ease off its interest rate hikes. But interestingly, since 1 Jan, it has risen again slightly to 17.4. Okay, time to head on over to Talking Money with Nozi, who picked Costco. So Costco started October off with a price of $472 and ended the year with a price of $456, a slight decrease of 3.37%. But with the dividend payment it had, this brings it to negative 3.18%. But here is where it gets so interesting. From October to the end of November, the share jumped an incredible 14%, and then in December, Oppenheimer analysts removed it from their top pick list based on sales numbers being lower than what they expected. So sometimes there really are things you can't expect. And then in January, the share price grew 7% in one day. So once again, we're talking 3 months here, but over the long term, this company has some really impressive share price growth for longer term investors. Next on the list is Peter from Moneymarks with his pick of Alphabet. Let's take a look. This share started October at $95 and ended the year at $88, a decrease of 7.79%. But in saying that, I'm reminded of what he said in his video.
But given the wacko market conditions we are currently experiencing, I have no idea how this stock will perform over the next 3 months. But looking long term, this is definitely a stock that I will buy and hold for the next couple of decades.
And that makes perfect sense to me because technology stocks are showing so much value right now, and whether you make a once-off investment or dollar cost average, shares like these should really do well in the next few years or decades, and tech stocks are something I'm looking at in the new year as well. Okay, and last up was our stock pick from Casual Cash, which was HSBC in the UK market. So let's have a look here. The share price started October at £4.697 and it finished the year at £5.157 for a share price growth of 9.79%, which is a very nice result. So in this situation, I found a good company with solid fundamentals and share growth and invested at a time of good opportunity when the price was low and I saw some good growth with a year of rate hikes. Interestingly, I actually bought this share on the 30th of September and currently we're up by 21%, so the UK market has been performing quite well. Alright, so those are all of the results for the Casual Cash Stock Picking Challenge, and just to recap, here is our leadership board for this 3-month challenge. And as you can see, leading the pack is Segofatso, so congratulations to her and to all of the creators who were so gracious enough to agree to do this challenge, and I hope they had a great time doing so and sharing some entertainment with our viewers. This was an incredibly difficult challenge and a crazy year for the market, and once again, if you would like to visit any of their channels, the links are in the description. But guys, that is it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to leave a like down below. And if you have any questions or want to comment on the results, you're welcome to pop them into the comments. But until then, I will see you next time, as always, on Casual Cash. Cheers.